So the plan for today's video of Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky is going to be going in the brand new adventure or revamped adventure. It used to be called Abandoned Ruins. If we go ahead and type /ADV, it is now called Living Grove. So there's probably a lot of new changes and it'll look way different. So I'm excited. We're going to go ahead and go into shop and we're going to buy out some cooked pork because that is the food you definitely want to be using. And then we need to go into our PV5 and grab out some science gold. This is used for the science shop where we're going to be buying a trinket. We need to convert some of this into scraps and buy a trinket here for both strength, speed, and of course healing. And then we're going to grab some more scraps and we're going to put it all into these. So what we're going to do is put a stack of each in each of these and then 18 more. And we're not going to just be doing adventures. We're also going to be doing some island progression, which we will farm the crops really quickly just to get some island XP towards level 3. And eventually we're going to set up sweet berries today as well. But if you are excited for more Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky, make sure to leave a like on the video. I'd appreciate it a ton. One thing I keep forgetting is all my hotkeys because I haven't played this in so long, but I think we have everything sorted in our inventory. We got our decent set, which actually, before we go in, I did want to mention I bought all the coal fuel recipe pages for when we do automation, so we definitely will have that. We need to go ahead and open up a ton of books to get Unbreaking 2 on all of our pieces here. I'm just going to quickly go through a ton of these and hope we get Unbreaking 3s as well. Alright, Unbreaking 3, we need 2 more. If I need to, I will buy some more books because we do have enough XP to do that, just so our gear is fully decked out, and then we are going to work on protection books as well. We got 2 more stacks, and I think we already got enough. Okay, never mind. We don't need to open these because we just got insanely lucky. So there we go. We got it on every single piece. We just need protection 4 on our boots and our helmet. Oh, it turns out protection 4 is actually kind of cheap, so we're just going to buy them. Alright, put it on there and on there. Perfect. And we're done that. Smite is very cheap as well. And then we're going to buy a sharpness book, 35k. That is quite a bit, but it's definitely worth it to do the extra damage. But you can put both smite and sharpness on the same weapon, which is good to do more damage. Alright, we're going to hop into adventures. There are adventure levels since I last kind of played. They just briefly added them and I didn't really go over them too much. Essentially, you get certain unlocks. You can unlock certain things in here. I believe to do mini games, you actually have to attend some of these to even do that, just to prevent cheaters from logging on and just instantly joining mini games. But we'll go ahead and choose a adventure to go in. I think we'll do this one. 10 people. All right, do our pots. Got to aim upwards so we get the full duration. And we got food in our offhand just to make this a little bit easier, which you love to see. Putting food in your offhand is always just a worthy shout. But as you can see, killing these mobs is pretty easy at the start of the area. It seems elites are actually a little bit harder to kill, but our gear is already prot 4, so we're not taking too much damage at all yet. We got our first chest here. Boom. Adventure quest points, which I think is for Island Top. I don't really know how those work. I'm gonna have to figure that out. That's also something I don't know what they do. To give a rundown, you basically kill mobs. Depending on the tier of the mob, you get more points on your bar at the top of the screen, and also when you press tab, you will see that there are marauder kills. The more you get of kills, the more of a chance you get a chest once you hit that goal. So let's say if you kill 100 godlies, you can get a free chest that will just spawn in once you get the 100th kill. Pretty simple to understand. I highly recommend adventuring if you can. You just gotta make a decent set and roll with it until you can max everything out and make it a god set. Of course, we are in the lawful area. I gotta make sure I don't enter a zone that I'm not supposed to be in, which could be like a neutral or a chaotic, which I think chaotic and neutral are in their same spots, if I'm not mistaken. The way you can tell is a red outline for chaotic and a yellow for neutral. If you go neutral, you only lose items that you're gathering and a percentage of them. And if you go towards a chaotic, you could literally lose everything. Oh, we got some godly mobs here and a godly captain. Oh my gosh. I hope it doesn't do too much damage. Oh, it's not doing too much actually. I just gotta make sure I'm potting. This is actually a good find. It spawned right on me. It's almost dead. And what do we get? We got a item drop increase because there are upgrades you can get from killing captains. And of course, we got a lot of sockets here. A black scroll I'll take. A lot of good loot. I'll take it. And there is a airdrop here that seems like no one's been looting. So we're just gonna loot it ourselves. One thing I am gonna have to do is put on my mask. I completely forgot about it. It does give the extra damage bonus to the mobs in the Living Grove area, so we kind of need that. We're also getting marauder skulls. I've completely forgotten to mention that. there is a mule that you can find that you can transfer items away into your, I think, like storage system. I don't really know where it goes. I completely forgot, honestly. Basically, you can just send the items out of your inventory and then you can claim them on your island at some point. And there's also a shop within those mules that you access. To do that, you can actually buy things that rotate out, and you buy them with skulls, which you get from killing the mobs with the trims on their armor. It's definitely worth killing those ones because then you can buy things over time that you choose to buy or that you may need, of course. I definitely need to set up a filter because I don't know what I'm grabbing half the time here, and I know I don't need half of this. We'll keep trying to apply godly sockets, which we just got one on there and we didn't apply it there. We need one more godly socket, but there we go. We did the whole supply drop. No heroic key, unfortunately, because you need heroic and then you need mythic to unlock those tiers in order. Would have been nice if we gotten a heroic key, because I know they're way more common in those. So one thing you can do is /ADV level one whole word, and you can see how well you're doing in your progress in here. Currently right now we have it to use the mules that we were just talking about. We unlocked that at level 4, which we did unlock. That's good, we got that going. But yeah, we're definitely gonna need to find where all these mules are at and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure with Celestial, which is technically the creator rank that I have right now, I have Celestial perks, so I could just go ahead and mule out some loot as well, which we are gonna do here in a moment. So what I have to do to make sure I can do /mule is go ahead and wait until I'm out of combat. So it should say in chat that I'm out of combat. We put in 5 items, and then it's gonna go into /collect. That's what it's called. So we just go ahead, let this transfer. I don't think we have to stay in the menu. We just have to stay within this red little zone here. And if we don't, then the items drop in the center if we run out of it until it doesn't transfer. We gotta wait until it transfers and then we're good. Which it did transfer, so now we can go ahead and freely roam. The only downside is there is a cooldown on that and you need the top rank. But if you just find a mule around the map, because there are certain locations for them and they stay there, you can literally just camp around a mule, which is really, really good. And I might start live streaming some of this stuff on my Twitch at some point. I feel like that's a good option just to make some more videos on this, because you do need to do a lot of progression on your island, and of course, most of that progression comes from doing these adventures. Oh, there we go. There's a basic mule. It seems I can see the name tag through the wall for some reason. I'm not too certain why, but here at the Whispering Ruins at -380, -280, you can find a mule. You have to kill mobs within the area and then it unlocks it. So we're gonna go through that really quick. The point of interest. All right, there we go. We killed 40 mobs. So now we have the mule unlocked that we can go ahead and use here in a bit. And the thing is, the mules are separate, so if you wanted to go to a different one, I think that would still work. I may be wrong about that realistically, but I'm pretty sure they're all different. So as you can see, we go here, go to the mule, do our casual transferring of items. We'll go ahead and transfer all this, but we will take a look at the shop. As you can see, you can spend skulls to get certain items and they rotate out, but we'll go ahead, put back in all these items, stay in our vicinity here of the mule, and we should be fine to transfer all these items. There we go, items are transferred. Ooh, we got a sugarcane recipe page. Okay, we kind of need that. That is towards farming progression, and some farming have recipes that you need to unlock to even use the crop. So that is a really good pull. Ooh, 2 celestial mobs. Okay, that is top priority right now. If you don't know what these are, basically if you're a celestial rank, you kill 10 of these and you get like really OP items. So killing these are very good. They're just hard to find them. Takes a lot of grinding, and I'm surprised I even found a single one. Technically I found 2, which is even more crazy to think about. And if you aren't celestial rank, you can kind of just sell them to players, give them the coordinates after they pay you or something. Obviously you can't scam the player, but you can definitely do that where you sell it to them, because they don't despawn instantly, so it's definitely worth doing that if you don't have celestial rank. Okay, so we found our first dead hollow. Essentially, this can give you some of the S-Kit or Sky Kit gear. That is basically what they're named after. If you can kill this thing, you have a chance of getting a lucky block, which can give you the kit at a chance, of course. So we just have to kill this guy, hope we get it unlocked, or not. We'll see what happens here. All right, are we gonna get it? I don't think we got it. We got a mystery gem for a rise, which is pretty good. So right here, as you can see, this is the chaotic zone. You see an orange line as a warning, and then you go into the red and then it's chaotic. So you don't want to enter there. Basically, you'll lose everything if you die in there, and a lot of PvPers go in there. So if you're just playing casually, I'd recommend staying out of there and staying in lawful or neutral, depending on if you want a little bit of PvP action. I personally just stick with lawful. I just realized guys, for some reason my fog was on. I had to turn that off. Everything was kind of like tinted in a weird way, I guess you could say. So I had to fix that, so the gameplay should look a little bit better. So one way you can go ahead and get out of the adventure is just doing /spawn and waiting, or you can take off an armor piece, let's say like the chest plate, and of course let mobs kill you, and you keep all your stuff as long as you are in the lawful area. There we go, we did our first adventure run of the map. Not bad, I'll take it. We did also get some recipe pages, which is not the worst. I just don't know what these recipes are used for custom recipe wise, like if they're good or not. I'll have to do my research on that. So now we have a ton more crops and more spawners we can work with rabbit wise. If we go here and do /collect though, all our loot is in here that we can claim. I am gonna go ahead and place down more of these rabbits, so now we have 10 in there, so 10 times rabbits will spawn each time, which is really good when we have our AutoCAD rendering this. But what I'm gonna do is give an update in a while. We're gonna try and get to level 3 on our island. I'm gonna kill a ton of rabbits to unlock the chicken spawner. We won't actually start killing the chickens, we're just gonna get them unlocked, and I'll keep farming for a while, and then we'll set up a sweet berry farm, so I will give an update here in a moment. So it is the next day, and I do want to give an update on how the island is doing. So if we take a look at the scoreboard, we are literally 1.01% away from hitting level 3. So we're gonna kill rabbits, and we should hit island level 3 in a moment here. There we go. So now we have chickens, because I did get the requirement done for that. We're gonna go ahead and break the spawner, and we'll put them away. And as you can see, I did make a storage system on our island for everything that we need to have like kind of organized, I guess. We got farming, we got mining, slayer, fishing, and then of course bots that we may need, and of course automation extra stuff. So we now have that situated, of course, and we're gonna get rid of the rabbit. We don't need it anymore. And I did decide to live stream on my Twitch, and I did actually pull 2 gems. We got Arcane Blast 5 and Buffed 4. This is really good, this gem, so I would like to try and apply it. And if we take a look in PV2, I purchased some dust, so we have a lot of dust to work with as well. And I did buy some more catalysts, as you can see, and we're gonna try and apply these to our armor, and I'll give a rundown of what this does. Basically, if all these pieces have the fairy catalyst, it will give you the bonus of the movement speed for you and your allies nearby, the outgoing damage, the incoming damage, and of course the Adrenaline Rush 5, which is only obtainable from here. You can only get up to Adrenaline Rush 4 with custom enchants, so you can actually use this without the custom enchant on your boots, which is good. So we're gonna start with the helmet, and did we get it to apply? It failed, unfortunately, so we'll have to get another, and this one applied. Perfect. So we only need to get the boots done, because we can just guaranteed apply these 2. I think we're gonna go ahead and purchase this one. 75,000 for 50%, come on, and it failed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we aren't gonna be buying any more of those because we're broke on money. I think off camera I'm gonna get the last one just so we get it fully done, and we're also gonna go ahead and do the Arcane Blast. Need to go into PV2 and grab some dust out, dust this thing down. Oh yeah, and we are missing a socket scroll because it's supposed to go on our chest plate, so we're actually gonna spend 35,000 on that just to make sure we don't lose the heroic socket. All right, we're gonna buy the XP here off of Auction House. I didn't realize that I actually don't have any XP, so we're gonna apply it. Come on, it worked. Let's go. So now what Arcane Blast does is in a radius it'll explode a ton of mobs in one hit. It's very good. And I've actually enabled my overgrow mask, so we now have that enabled for PvE when we're in the adventures. Oh yeah, and we also need to place down chickens. I forgot about this. There we go, we got the chickens down. We're gonna try and get this overload down to the lowest point and put it on our leggings. All right, we're gonna remove the overload 2 at 100%, and we're gonna apply this. Come on, it worked. Oh my gosh, we're getting so lucky. We're gonna also go ahead and purchase the dodge enchant. We're getting low on our money, but that is fine. We have a ton of dust we can use on this as well. This also will be going on our chest plate. Come on, and it applied as well. Oh my gosh, we are not failing a single gem. So the thing is with the angelic enchant, it is quite pricey, so we're just gonna use the angelic 4 that we have here, so then we can eventually take off the angelic 3 on our helmet. We need a little bit of XP to actually apply the enchant, and then I think we're done for now on applying enchants. Okay, we have enough, and it broke. Okay, that is the first gem we've broken, and it was a decent one. I did want to apply, and we used quite a bit of dust as well. At the end of the day, it is what it is. That is part of the game. game. But now we have chickens on our island, so we need to move towards getting cows in our island's lair. If we go ahead, go here, we need to kill 2,500 chickens and reach level 7, which the island level cap right now is, I believe, level 10. As you can see, on day 1, we got level 10 in /fund, and then on day, I believe, 8, we get to level 15. As you can see, each of the ones with the stack is when your island level can go up further. So I have an idea of how I want to do the sweetberry farm. We're gonna go up 3 blocks, and then this level is where the stone will be, and we're just gonna outline this whole thing and make an island above this. So I need to get a little bit of stone here. All right, the stone is done. Now we just need to put in the grass and the dirt. So now we grab some of the wood here, and we're gonna build up to this level, and we also need some planks because we're gonna have right here the level that we're gonna stand on to get onto that area. I'm gonna buy a few ladders. I don't know if we need 5 or 6, but we got enough there. That was $600. Oh my gosh. I don't know why ladders are so much. Either way, we're gonna go here, grab our sweet berries out, and we're gonna go up to the second layer, start filling this all in with the sweet berries, and there you have it. We have our second layer, which is gonna be sweet berries. We gotta farm that out for a while as well. And as you can see at the top of the screen, it says farm to gain island XP towards a quest. So I'm gonna explain how questing works. Once you hit level 3 on your island, you'll unlock questing. It's the same as adventure. You can get a chance of getting a key to unlock heroic and mythic loot as a bar to obtain randomly when you do challenges on your island. And there's different tasks, of course, based off of farming, fishing, mining, and slaying. As you can see, when the bar went down, it has gone down to only 2 stars, and then it goes down to 1, and if you miss out on it, you just don't get anything. So when it's a good bar, you kind of have to grind that out like crazy, like a mythic or a heroic. If you take a look in here in the questing area, you can actually see your active quests, and you can claim all your loot from here and look at the loot tables. I'm personally not going to be doing the questing on the island as much as I used to. I feel like we're gonna just do adventuring since we're making sets anyways, but I think what I'm going to do is start grinding out our chickens to get to cows, or at least the requirement, and we're also gonna start grinding out more crops to get up to, I believe, glowberries. If we go here and take a look at island farming, we need level 5 and of course 250 sweet berries grown and harvested, so we will go ahead and start grinding that out. So I will give an update here in a moment. It's been about like a good day since I recorded the last clip, and there's a lot of changes that have gone on. We're almost island level 6. As you can see, we're 81, almost 82% of the way to level 6, which means we will unlock pufferfish on fishing when we need to do that, and then we'll get cows at level 7, which I thought we weren't going to hit this video. We'll see if it happens still, but it's really not looking too close, but it's looking more likely than I thought it would be. I did actually go ahead and sell a lot of loot to get more skill tokens, and I sold all my lucky blocks so I could actually get even more money to buy skill tokens. So we're gonna go ahead and get fly. So we'll go into /skills, and we're gonna get the next 3 upgrades, and one of them is actually really good. Well, they're all really good, but the main one here that is really good is this one that requires Titan rank. If you get level 5, you get 2 times the amount of island skill progress, which is insane. But there we go, we have fly, and we can fly around now. Let's go. I've also been doing a lot of adventuring and upgrading my set. As you can see, I've moved a lot of enchants around. We got the final fairy bonus on my boots, so now we don't need adrenaline rush as an enchant on our boots, and we get even more speed, which is amazing. And then I've been working on my axe. It's gonna be a temporary kind of situation. My goal is to try and sell some slots on the auction house, as you can see, and then hope we can get a mythic socket to apply so we can put on the buffed enchant once we get all the other enchants after a while, because I want to get buff going. It's really good for getting those adventure upgrades just by killing regular mobs. And as you can see, we've killed over 21,000 chickens, so we have the requirement. And if you take a look here at chickens, it shows a respawn rate, so how quick it respawns the chickens. We have over 6% more because of how many chickens we've killed manually. So the more you end up killing, depending on what tier it is, your respawn rate goes up, which is significantly good, so you have to use less spawners, which is amazing. One thing I realized is at level 15 in our adventure, we actually unlocked the facility because it is a requirement to hit the adventure level to even go in there. So that is a good thing to know, because that's going to be handy if we want to get even more loot. I've never ran facility before, and it's gotten a lot of changes over the time that the server's been up. I just haven't ran it before. All I know is it's pretty good. So I've done a lot more of adventuring. We have gotten a lot of loot, as you can see, a ton of loot here. But what I've done from doing the adventures and also selling more slots, because we were doing that earlier, we started with around 60. Now we only have 11, but I put it to good use for making our set a complete god set for at least the PvE aspect. The only downside is the axe is a different one that doesn't have all the sockets, so eventually I'm gonna move all these enchants over to this one, and then we'll have a completely max god set to work with when doing chain adventures, which is gonna be amazing. But currently we are on the island level 26, and we still have a ways to go on getting to level 7. Next video, we are gonna be going ahead and expanding our farms, getting a lot more island XP to get up on our level, probably get to cows, because we need to get to cows as soon as possible. But yeah, that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video. I do appreciate all the support, and I will see you all in the next one.